Hey guys, welcome to Average Gun Review. This is your host Facade, and today we're going to be looking at the Glock 44. Now, Glock is renowned for having like the worst naming / numbering convention of any gun manufacturer ever. Just hands down the worst. What is a Glock 44, you may ask? Well, by numbers sake and convention, you'd think maybe it's a 44 caliber. No. The Glock 44 is actually a 22 long rifle. When you first get it, so I have the original box with this. As you saw, it comes with the gun lock, little polymer cleaning rod, and then two magazines. So obviously in the video, just the background, I'm just taking it apart. If you guys want like a full breakdown of the gun itself, I don't actually take out the trigger assembly or anything like that in this, but if you'd like, I can do a video on that. But this is more of just a review channel. However, I'm familiar enough with all the guns that I will be reviewing that I can fully disassemble them. But for the sake of having just a cleaning or wipe down or whatever, the breakdowns that I do in this are probably more than sufficient. But as I was saying, the Glock 44 is a 22 caliber. Also, while this is up, don't take apart your magazines for the Glock 44 if you have it. They are notorious for breaking, and if you don't do it right, you have to like pinch the sides of the magazine, or they make a tool for it. They're absolutely the worst. You can't just stick a little pin in the bottom of that little button and have it release. You have to pinch the sides in of the magazine, and they're really, really well known to break. So anyway, Glock 44, 22 long rifle, made by Glock. Their naming convention is stupid. The gun is okay. So I probably put somewhere around maybe 100 to 200 rounds through this particular gun, and I've already cleaned it, so you're not going to see me wiping it down or running anything through the barrel this time. I'm just taking it apart for the sake of the video. But I probably put about 200 rounds through this guy, and I will say the bad right away. The bad right away is that the first feed is often terrible, and I don't know if polishing the speed ramp or different magazines or even off-brand magazine, I think Magpul makes an 18-round magazine for it, would fix the issue. From what I saw, Glock recommends that you flip the magazine upside down and kind of tap it so that all the bullets are kind of aligned before they go into the speed ramp. I'll just say that although I'm a fan of Glock, I'm not a fan of any gun that doesn't just do what I want it to do. I shouldn't have to flip a magazine upside down or hold it a particular way to make it feed properly. It seems like maybe we should reevaluate our speed ramp or reevaluate the magazine design or both, because there are other semi-automatic 22s that don't have this issue. I've shot many of them, including like the Ruger SR22, like the Bull Barrel Mark III, the Walther PPKS 22. Never had a single issue with it. Love that little gun to death. It's like the 22 caliber of the James Bond gun. And then the Smith & Wesson M&P 22. Compact or full size. Again, no feed issues. So I don't know what it is that Glock has to work out. They're typically known to be very reliable. I think this was just a mild deep dive into the waters of 22 just to see if they could pull it off and make it work like a regular Glock. And if you're a fan of Glock or whether you're not a fan of Glock, everybody knows, like, you just abuse the hell out of them. It doesn't matter. Glocks are Glocks. They're going to continue to work. They're just kind of pieced together when they feel a little cheap and they feel a little loose, but that's the whole idea. You can get dirt between the cracks, you can drop it, you can abuse it. It's not a super expensive gun, and it's still going to work well. So the other downside of this, the sights are just trash. They're just basic white, like classic Gen 1 looking sights, as you can see from the angle here. Not great. Of course, you're not going to be doing a lot of like super long range or anything shooting with it. The other down is the 2 magazines. They're only 10 round, and they are the size of the Glock 19 magazines. Why? I guess for compliance issues, but man, is that a disappointment. You could easily fit more rounds in there. You could easily make this a much more fun to shoot gun just by doing that. I recommend if you're going to pick it up just to save money on ammo, pick up some of those aftermarket. I think they're Magpul. They make 18 and 25 round magazines, if I'm not mistaken. And 22 is way cheaper than pretty much anything else that you're going to shoot. As far as the trigger pull, the mechanics, it works exactly like every other Glock ever made. It has the safety built into the trigger, and once you get past that first round, it's fine. I didn't have any problems with feeding. I didn't have any problems with it loading correctly. It worked well. I could fire it as fast as the gun would go, and it would just load. And I was shooting cheap ammo. I wasn't shooting like CCI Maxi Mags or whatever. I was just shooting generic Winchester, lead nose 22 long rifle. So, good, the bad, the ugly. Good is that if you want a cheap 22 made by Glock, if you're a Glock super fan, go out and buy one. If you're looking for something that's more reliable, honestly, there are guns out there for the same price point or maybe even cheaper. I bought this one used just to test it out and to do a review on it. I don't know that I'll keep it, but I may. And if you're a Glock super fan, sure, add it to the cabinet. It's cheaper than shooting 9mm or 45 caliber. If you want something just cheap and reliable, the first feed issue is a big issue. So with that in mind, it's a decent gun. It's a Glock. It'll last. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do, please leave a like. Please subscribe. Share with your friends. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you again. Goodbye.